Hello dear students, welcome to fourth lecture of C programming. Our today's lecture is components of C program part 2. Before directly jumping to this lecture, before watching this lecture, I request you to watch the first part, that is components of C program part 1. So I am Shalaka Deshpande, welcome to my YouTube channel. So let's get started with today's lecture. Okay, so basically in the previous lecture we studied what are the various basic components of C program, what is a variable, how to declare a variable. Today we will see few inbuilt functions printf and scanf. Okay, so printf and scanf. Printf and scanf are the library functions, and if you want to use printf and scanf in your C program, then you need to have a header file studio.h along with the preprocessor directive. For example, this is a studio.h header file. This header file contains library functions printf and scanf. Without this header file stdio.h, you cannot use these functions because there are library functions. Okay. Now let's get started first with printf. What is a printf statement? What is its syntax? What are format specifier? How it prints arguments on output screen? What it does? That we are going to discuss. Now first of all, first thing which I want to tell you about printf function, what it does is printf function prints arguments inside it on the output screen or a output device. In case of your monitor, what is the output device? The monitor screen is output device. So basically printf function prints arguments which are inside the parenthesis. These two brackets are parenthesis. Whatever arguments are inside the parenthesis, it prints those arguments on your monitor screen. It takes arguments from memory and prints it on output device monitor screen. Okay, that is clear. Now let's discuss syntax of printf. So it's like printf hello world. Now in this case printf parenthesis inside double quotes, we have hello world. Whatever is inside the double quotes is a control string, and printf scans the control string from left to right and prints it on output screen. So in this case hello world will be printed on your output screen. Okay. Now general format of printf is control string var1 variable 2. Okay. Now here control string is a combination of format specifiers and words or strings. Okay. And this whatever the control string is there, it is printed along with the variables 1 and variable 2. How? For example, if you want to add two numbers, alright, and store result a and b, you have declared two variables a and b, you want to add two numbers, okay, and after addition of two numbers, result you want to store in the variable r. So how will you print it? So printf result equal to %d \n comma r. So the result of your addition is stored in the variable r, and it is of the type integer because we have format specifier %d, d character followed by percentage symbol. Okay. So when you use a %d, it is for signed integer. Alright. So basically you are dealing with integer numbers. So whatever the addition is, that will be integer which is stored in r. So it will print result equal to, and whatever is the value of r, okay, that will be printed instead of %d. Suppose result of 4 and 5 is 9. So result equal to 9 will be printed on your output screen. Okay, clear? So basically it will print your result in this manner. So sometimes we use format specifiers in printf statements and sometimes we don't use this format specifier. When you will study programming in detail, you will understand when to use the format specifier and when not to use. Now what is a format specifier? That also I am going to discuss after discussing the scanf statement. Okay. So let's move to input function scanf. Now this is scanf function is exactly opposite of printf function. Okay, so what does the scanf do? It takes input from user. Keyboard is an input device through which a user gives input. Alright, so user gives input through keyboard and scanf functions takes that input and stores it in the memory. It's exactly opposite. Okay, so scanf function is concerned with input device. That's why it is an input function. Alright, now let's see the format of scanf. Format of scanf is a control string ampersand comma ampersand v1 comma ampersand v2 bracket close semicolon. This is the format of a scanf statement. And what is this control string? Control string is a list of format specifier. Means if v1 v2 these two variables both are unsigned integers, what will be the control string? %d like this. %d like this. This will be the control string, because if both the variables are unsigned signed integers, if they are unsigned integers, then %u. If they are characters, we have to store characters inside the variables, then %c. According to the format of our data, which type of data we are dealing with, we have to use the format specifiers. Okay, now here always the variable is preceded by ampersand sign. You can see here ampersand v1 comma ampersand v2. So whatever variables which we are using, that is preceded by ampersands. Okay, what does the ampersand mean? Ampersand mean address of variables. Okay, means whatever values we are inputting. Here in this case %d list of format specifier and list of address of variables is same. So here two variables we have. So we have to input two data only. Two numbers only we have to input. So basically a list of number of control strings and number of address variables should match with the number of values which we are inputting, which we are giving input. Okay. So here whatever the value which we are giving input is stored in address of variable v1. When the variable is initialized, it is allocated a particular address. In that address, we are storing that variable value input which we are giving. Similar case with v2 also. Okay, so this was our scanf statement. I hope the format of a scanf statement is clear to you. This ampersand sign is very important. And one more mistake, this ampersand sign is not used in printf. In normal program, I'm not talking about pointer programs. When you do normal program, this ampersand sign is not used in printf, because in printf generally we want to print the value of that variable, not the address of that variable. If you use ampersand variable instead of ampersand r here, address of the location where result is there, that will be printed. You will not get the value of result. You will get the value of memory location where the result is stored. So that is difference between the ampersand and normal variable. So generally in scanf, you want to store data at memory location. That's why we use ampersand sign preceding the variable. So that was about the scanf statement. Now format specifier. Format specifier is a character followed by percentage sign. For example, %d, %f, %s, %c. What does a format specifier do? It defines the type of data which is to be represented and interpreted internally. Which type of data we want to represent on screen, which type of data we want to deal with, which type of data we want to do computations on. For example, this %d is a format specifier, and this %d is a format specifier when we are dealing, as I told, with the signed integer numbers -1, -2, -6, 1, 2, 3, etc. Positive integers, negative integers, signed decimal values. When we are dealing with signed decimal values, we use %d. And when we want to when we are dealing with numbers which are unsigned, means negative values, we don't want to deal with negative values. We are dealing with the positive integers only, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. For that we use %u for unsigned. Okay, and if we want to print a character, if you want to print a character, then or you want to store a particular character in a memory location using scanf, then what format specifier you use? %c. %c. Here we are using %d because it is signed integer. If you want to store characters a, b, then you have to use a %c instead of d. And if you want to use a group of characters you want to store in a particular memory location or an array, string array, then you use %s. %s is for string, that is a group of character. %c is for single character. Okay, and now last, %f. %f you are using when you are dealing with a decimal point. When number is having a decimal point, 4.5, 6.99, 7.90, such type of numbers, that is for example 4.9, 2.9, when number is having decimal point, we use a format specify %f float. Okay, now skip sequences. Sorry, skip sequences are backslash followed by a specific character. Okay, skip sequence can be \n, it can be \t, it can be \name. What does that mean? When we are using a group of a specific character after the backslash, we call it a skip sequence. Okay, here \n represents new line. Suppose I want to print two sentences on the screen, one sentence on one line and second sentence I want to print on new line. So I will use new line \n in printf to print my second statement on new line. And if I don't want to print both the statements on different lines, I want both the statements on single line with the gap, then we use horizontal tabulator \t. Okay, and if you want to print how you want to print your data, skip sequence means your data is not printed normally on your computer screen the way it should. Okay, you want to organize your data properly so that it is readable. Okay, so if you have two sentences, one below the other, and you want to more gap, then we have vertical tabulator \v. So \n new line character, \t horizontal tabulator, \v vertical tabulator. So these are the skip sequences which we use in our code while writing the code more efficiently. And if you want to organize your code properly, you need to use these sequences. Okay, so this was about the components of C program part 2. I hope you have understood this video. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Bye.